This is Theo Goodman from DGenBet.com. I'm going to give you some picks for the upcoming UFC on Fox. Sacramento, of course. Everyone knows the main event, Paige Van Zant against Michelle Waterson. But I'm not going to make a pick on that one, at least not just yet. I'm going to go for the first fight I'm going to make a pick on, and that is the co-main event, Sage Super Northcutt against Mickey Gall. Yeah, we all know Northcutt, UFC hype train, looks kind of like Street Fighter, Karate Kid. Dana White loves to hype him. Great story. And he was even on the UFC Looking for a Fight reality show that Dana White is trying to hype up. And Mickey Gall was too. Mickey Gall got a first round win on that show when Dana White was scouting him and called out CM Punk right away. And as we all know, Gall finished CM Punk quite well. Now, we know Sage Northcutt's strengths are striking and Gall's strengths are ground game and submission. We haven't really seen much of Gall's striking. He just hasn't shown it. He's got, a list of 3 first-round wins in his pro career, and those all by submission. Sage Northcutt, 8-1 in his pro career, and he does have at least one submission victory, but we know that striking is his main thing, and his main weakness is, yep, you'd guess it, ground and submissions. And that's where Gall is going to come in, and, striker versus grappler. I'm going to go with the grappler this time, and I think Gall is going to be able to get him down and probably get a submission. I'm going to go with Mickey Gall here. All right, let's move on here. We got a Faber against Pickett. Faber has announced now that this is going to be his last fight, the last time we see the California kid with his famous chin. And, he's had some great fights. Big respect to Uriah Faber. But I don't really know if he's into this fight. Is he really motivated? He's already announced this is his last fight. A veteran, check that record out. 43 fights, fighting MMA, career in wrestling as well. And he's coming up against Brad Pickett. Now, Brad Pickett doesn't have one of these nice ranking numbers next to his game, but he's not called one punch without reason. He's definitely got some power in his hands. He's a tough guy, legit opponent here. And unless Faber is going to be able to get him down, he's going to have a very long last fight of his UFC career. And guess what Pickett is going to be training? Takedown defense. I'm sure as soon as he heard about this fight, he's going to be training his takedowns and working on dealing with Faber's speed. But this is more of a fade Faber, him announcing his last fight. I'm going to definitely go with Pickett, and you get some nice odds with Pickett straight up, 4 point something. And even better is the prop bet over at 5 dimes. Pickett cards no bet, that pays 5 point something up. So as long as Pickett gets it done in the distance, you got it. And if it goes the distance, then you get the push. And if Faber is going to win, I think it's going to be via decision here. But I think that Pickett has a good chance to get this thing done. And I'm not convinced that Faber is motivated here. So you can get some really good odds on Pickett, and I'd go for that. In the last pick of this video, I'm going to go with the fight Leslie Smith against Irene Aldana. And here I'm going to go with the under 2.5 rounds. Now we got, Irene coming in, newcomer to the UFC, 7-2. And she's got a list of finishes. She finishes via KO, TKO, or submission, and has plenty of finishes. And Leslie Smith has some finishes too. She has some power. She's not one to shy away from a brawl. She's been in some pretty big fights. She's won by the sword and lost by the sword of getting into these brawls. So she's definitely got some within the distance fights, and so does Irene. And the odds are really good for under 2.5 rounds. So I'm going to go with under 2.5 rounds. Plays about 155 right now. All right, that's it for the picks for this card. UFC Fight Night in Sacramento, Van Zant against Waterson. Let me know what you think. You want to fade my picks? You think my fades are horrible? You think my picks are good? Let let me know. Check out dgenbet.com. Also check out the Telegram channel, telegram.me/sportsbet. Thanks a lot for watching, and talk to you next time.